Hi everyone, welcome to Gate Academy 2.0. So today, once again, I welcome all of you to the next lecture of Thermodynamics in our CHEM-O-PHILIA series. ठीक है? So कल in the last class हमने कौन सा topic पे discussion किया था? We have discussed on the topic of degrees of freedom. ठीक है? हमने degrees of freedom पे discussion किया था. And again today also it's a recorded lecture. Now कल हमने जो भी डिस्कशन किया है डिग्रीज ऑफ फ्रीडम के ऊपर, उसमें जो भी जितने भी क्वेश्चंस आए ना गेट पे, दैट वी विल सी टुडे. ठीक है? सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, क्या इक्वेशन था डिग्रीज ऑफ फ्रीडम का? दैट इज योर नंबर ऑफ फेसेस, और योर डिग्रीज ऑफ फ्रीडम इज इक्वल टू, नॉट नंबर ऑफ फेसेस, डिग्रीज ऑफ फ्रीडम इज इक्वल टू नंबर ऑफ कंपोनेंट्स माइनस नंबर ऑफ फेसेस प्लस 2 माइनस आर माइनस एस. आर इज योर नंबर ऑफ इंडिपेंडेंट रिएक्शन and S is your special constraint, right? So these are the thing given. ठीक है? So हम अभी देखते हैं, मतलब in the last 21 years, right? So from gate 2000 to 2021 कितने questions आए वो देखते हैं हम. ठीक है? So I hope everybody is fine, clear? So let us start. So first of all, as we told, right? As we told, we will be discussing this based on yesterday's class, right? So those who haven't watched the yesterday's lecture, please go back and watch the part 1 of this video. ठीक है? उसमें हमने जो भी अपना पूरा degrees of freedom theory के ऊपर discussion किया है. So today we will be doing what? All the problems here. ठीक है? So let us check, right? Let us check. Now, so this is your Gate Academy booklet, right? This is your Gate Academy booklet. So actually, जो भी मेंटी क्विज जीता है, राइट, सो इट इज द प्राइज, राइट. सो दिस इज द वन वी हैव कोरियर्ड फॉर एवरीबॉडी. सो दिस कंटेन्स द क्वेश्चन पेपर फ्रॉम 2000 टू 2020. इसमें से सॉल्व करने वाला हूं. सो यू कैन सी हियर. सो फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन, राइट. सो लेट मी शो यू द फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन. दैट इज, फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज फ्रॉम which year? Let us check which year. So this is from 2006. Right, so I hope the question is visible to you. At a given temperature and pressure, a liquid mixture of benzene and toluene is in equilibrium with its vapor. Now the question is, what is the available degrees of freedom? Right, यही question है. ठीक है? What is the available degrees of freedom? Right? So solve कर लो and tell me the answer. क्या answer होगा? So read the question. Given temperature and pressure, right? At a given temperature and pressure. So let me show the question again. A liquid mixture of benzene and toluene is in equilibrium with its vapor, right? A given liquid mixture of benzene and toluene is in equilibrium with its vapor. What is the available degrees of freedom? Try to calculate now. ठीक है? So let us try. यही पे ट्राई करते हैं ना. Why we need a board? It's a simple equation. सबको पता है क्या इक्वेशन है? Everybody know, right? That is F is equal to, right? F is equal to, let me show you, F is equal to C minus P plus 2 minus R minus S. So देखते हैं first of all, कितने components है यहाँ पे? One component is benzene, second component is toluene, right? Two components are there. How many number of phases are there? So let us check, right? How many number of phases will be there, right? How many number of phases will be there? That is, you can see here, at a given temperature and pressure, right? At a given temperature and pressure, it is a liquid mixture, right? It is a liquid mixture of benzene and toluene. So benzene and toluene will form one single mixture, right? Benzene and toluene will form one single mixture. Clear? Plus, it is in equilibrium with its vapor. So how many phases हो गया? एक तो vapor है, एक तो liquid है. So 2 minus 2 plus 2 plus 2 is already there. Now, what about the reaction? Not given, right? So reaction value is 0, R is 0. S क्या है? What is the value of S? S is, right? S is your special constraint, right? S is your special constraint. So वो तो आपको देखना तो पड़ेगा कितना special constraint है. So आप देख सकते हैं, if you didn't consider that special constraint, your answer will come as option 2, right? Or that is option B, 2 हो जाएगा. लेकिन मैंने बोला था स्पेशल कंस्ट्रेंट का केस 1 कल के क्लास में. मतलब स्पेशल कंस्ट्रेंट का मतलब क्या है? इफ दे गिव यू समथिंग दैट इज फॉर ए गिवन वैल्यू, ठीक है, वो एक पर्टिकुलर वैल्यू फिक्स किया है वो लोग, राइट. सो मैंने वो चपाती का एग्जांपल बोला था आपको. मतलब दोनों मेरे हाथ, दो चपाती मेरे पॉकेट में रखे, आई एम सेइंग ओके यू कैन टेक व्हाटएवर यू वांट. यही मीनिंग है ना. सो दे हैव फिक्स्ड द टेम्परेचर एंड प्रेशर, दैट इज temperature is fixed, pressure is fixed. So number of constraint क्या है 2. So your number of constraint is 2, right? So it will be equal to 0. So your correct option will be option A. So just go through the problem, and those who are getting 2, always remember at a given temperature and pressure, मतलब temperature and pressure वो लोग fix करके रखा है यार. So if they fix something, right? If they fix something, we cannot, right, take that as a degrees of freedom value, right? We cannot calculate it as a degrees of freedom value because it is already fixed. So हमारा जो value होगा, that is your value of constraint will be, one will be temperature, one will be pressure. So 1 plus 1, 2. ठीक है? So 1 plus 1 will be 2. So C minus P plus 2 plus minus R minus S will be equal to 0. I hope everybody is getting. ठीक है? Happy? Next question. Right, so let us see next question. So GATE 2007. So those who have attended our live classes, we have solved all the questions, right? In the last class also हमने यही किया है. Every questions in GATE is over. So let us see which question is left here. That is in our degrees of freedom chapter. So this is the question, GATE 2013, IIT Bombay. A gaseous system contains H2, I2 and HI, which participate in the gas phase reaction. And there is a small correction here. आप यहाँ पे देख सकते हैं. This is 2HI gives H2 plus I2 reaction. ठीक है? 2HI is forming H2 plus I2. So tell me what will be the thermodynamic degrees of freedom. What will be the thermodynamic degrees of freedom? So read the question carefully, right? Read the question carefully and answer. So how many components are there? Check कर लो पहले. इसके बाद कितने phases है? Check करना है. Right, and reaction देखना है, right? You have to see the reaction and then special constraint. So special constraint पे always I told, ठीक है? So when the products are forming a single gas phase mixture, your special constraint value will be equal to 1. ठीक है? वो सब आपको ध्यान रखना है and check करते हैं whether that condition will apply here or not. ठीक है? So let us see, right? Let us see. How many components are there? Once again, equation क्या है? Equation is F is equal to C minus P plus 2 minus R minus S. यही equation है ना? No problem. ठीक है? Same equation है. F is equal to C minus P plus 2 minus R minus S. यही तो है. Number of components कितना है? That is उसमें ही दिया है. Gaseous system है, पूरा gas है. ठीक है? That is H2, I2, HI. So 3 components होगा आपका. Phases हमने बोला है, that is if you are having gaseous mixture, कितने भी gases लो, all gases are miscible, so you have only one phase, so it will be -1 plus 2. Already कितना हो गया यहाँ पे? 4 हो गया, right? Already it is 4. Now you are having one reaction, so minus reaction to दिया ना, it is an independent reaction 1. Now it is values what? 2 plus 2 4 minus 1 3. Now what about S, right? What about S? Because if S is 1, you will get the answer 2. If S is 0, you will get the answer 3. Right? उसके बाद तो 4 and 5 ही है. Clear? So this is the point. So check करना है. H2 is also gaseous phase. I2 is also gaseous phase. It is also a decomposition reaction. But always check करना है what is the stoichiometric coefficient here. H2 के लिए stoichiometric coefficient 1 है. I2 के लिए stoichiometric coefficient 1 है. But when you add 1 plus 1, you are getting this stoichiometric coefficient, stoichiometric number of the reactant. This is a special case where we will say our S will be 0. It will not be equal to 1. अगर if it is only HI, then हम बोल सकते थे कि ऐसा है. लेकिन HI है तो ये reaction तो satisfy होगा ही नहीं. एक स्टूडेंट ने, राइट, कल हमारा लाइव लेक्चर में भी यही डाउट पूछा था. सो इफ आई डिवाइड बाय 2 हियर, कैन आई टेक S इज इक्वल टू 1? डिवाइड बाय 2 किया तो कर सकता है क्या? नो, बिकॉज इफ यू डिवाइड बाय 2, यहाँ पे भी 0.5 होगा, यहाँ पे भी 0.5 होगा, 0.5 प्लस 0.5, यहाँ पे 1 भी आ जाएगा. सो डिवाइड करके भी नहीं कर सकते. सो दिस केस योर स्पेशल कंस्ट्रेंट इज नॉट देयर, सो दैट वैल्यू विल बी 0, राइट? दैट वैल्यू विल बी 0. सो योर आंसर विल बी कमिंग एज 5 minus 2 3. Option B. This was your question in what? GATE 2013, IIT Bombay. Clear? So once again, those who haven't got the answer, please check the answer. So those who have any confusion, please watch the part 1 of this lecture. ठीक है? So part 1 से ही हमने discussion start किया है. So मैंने बोला था आपको, right? Everybody should go through all the questions asked so far from degrees of freedom in GATE. ठीक है? So there are a lot of questions asked. So we will solve what are the questions there in thermodynamics book. Clear? So कौन से questions है degrees of freedom के ऊपर? Right? So there are some controversial questions भी है, वो भी हम करेंगे. ठीक है? So main 2 questions तो हो गया. Right? So these are the 2 major questions they asked recently. Clear? So what about next? Let us see what are the next. So कल भी हमने 1-2 questions किया था based on this same thing. So let us check the remaining question. One question is there, right? One more question is there to solve. So let us check which is that question. Which is that question? It is a latest question. I think it is 2017 or something. Yes, this is the question. Read this question carefully and try to answer this question. This is a GATE 2018 question. GATE 2018. GATE 2018, IIT Guwahati. Right, IIT Guwahati. The question is this. Azeotropic mixture of ethanol and water is to be separated. Azeotropic mixture of ethanol and water is to be separated in a distillation column using benzene as an entrainer. Right. मास ट्रांसफर तो कंप्लीट हो गया ना आपका, राइट? इन आवर यूट्यूब लाइव ऐप सब कुछ. सो azeotropic mixture of ethanol and water is to be separated in a distillation column using benzene as an entrainer. ठीक है? Using benzene as an entrainer at the column operating condition. At the column operating conditions, 2 liquid phases are formed on the tray. 2 liquid phases are formed on a tray, right? 2 liquid phases tray के ऊपर form हो गया है. ठीक है? The degrees of freedom of the system for the choice of intensive properties at equilibrium are. Degrees of freedom calculate करना है आपको. Find कर लो. Try to solve. It's remind you, it's an azeotropic mixture of ethanol and water. ठीक है? Azeotropic mixture of ethanol and water. And उसमें हमने एक entrainer, as an entrainer हमने add किया है बेंजीन को. ठीक है? सो बेंजीन को ऐड किया है. सो 2 liquid phases are there, they are saying, right? 2 liquid phases are formed on a tray. क्योंकि why it is 2 liquid phases? आपको समझ में आ गया? Why it is 2 liquid phases? Because if when we add benzene as an entrainer, benzene, right? Benzene and one particular component will become what? Right? Benzene will add with what? One component and it will be immiscible with the other component. इसलिए हम as an entrainer add कर रहे हैं ना? क्योंकि like you need to separate what? This mixture of ethanol and water. ये separate करने के लिए हमने benzene को entrainer के तरह से add किया है. If we add benzene into the system, benzene will combine with what? One component and it will get separated. ठीक है? So one phase, right? One phase, whatever benzene plus one particular component, that particular phase will be immiscible from the other phase. इसलिए वो लोग they have given that is you are having 2 liquid phases. Clear? I hope you understood. अरे master answer तो किया है, right? I hope everybody will be getting that. Now let us check. So can we solve and check? I hope everybody is done. Yes, so let us check now. Let us check. How many number of components are there? देखना. Ethanol have 1, water is 2, and obviously entrainer is your benzene, not entrainer. That is benzene is your third component. So what is the equation? Equation is F is equal to C minus P plus 2 minus R minus S. है ना? So you are having 3 components. So F is equal to C minus P plus 2 minus R minus S. So number of components कितना है आपके पास? 3. And number of phases कितना होगा? right? What will be the number of phases? Already they have said 2 liquid phases, right? Already they have said there will be 2 liquid phases. So 2 liquid phases and vapor hoga na, because it is distillation na. So it will be 3 phases, 3 minus 3 plus 2. Now no reaction, right? No reaction. But there is a constraint. Constraint kya hai? It is azeotropic. So minus R minus 1. Right, minus R. Constraint is azeotropic, so S will be 1. So R is 0, S is 1. So your answer of degrees of freedom will come as 1. Clear? So your answer of this particular question, right, degrees of freedom will be equal to 1. Clear? Now, now this year, right, 2017, no, 18, this was a controversial question and there was multiple answers, right, multiple answers type we can say. So, जो लोग number 1 put किया है, मतलब those who got the answer 1 also got it correct, and those who said answer is 2, for them also answer was correct. Why? Reason is why, because आप देख सकते हैं यहाँ पे, why are we adding benzene? क्योंकि मुझे हमें वो azeotropic point को निकालना है, right? We need to break that azeotropic point ना, इसलिए we are adding benzene as an entrainer, right? Azeotropic mixture form हो गया, इसलिए we are saying S is equal to 1 because azeotropic mixture Y is equal to X. ठीक है, कोई problem नहीं. So S is 1, so no problem. Y is equal to X. Clear? लेकिन when we add an entrainer, do we have that azeotropic mixture? Right, because we have separated it, right? Or we are trying to break that azeotropic point by adding the entrainer. क्योंकि हमें azeotropic निकालना है, right? We need to separate it out. So if you consider that, right? अगर आपने ऐसे consider किया है, that is as a student, if we think in that way, the entrainer is added, right? Entrainer is added, benzene is added. So if that happens, we will say what? No azeotropic formation. No azeotropic formation. So you will be having what? S is equal to 0. अगर आप S is equal to 0 consider किया तो answer क्या होगा? That is number of components is 3, number of phases is 3 plus 2 and S is 0. So your answer will be 2. So ऐसे भी सोच सकते हैं. Right? So they haven't cleared in this question, they haven't specified in this question whether we are okay, we can take S is equal to 1 or S is equal to 0 or azeotrope formation है कि नहीं. Azeotrope तो है ही, but whether we are able to break that or not, वो specify नहीं है. Clear? When we are adding an entrainer. So due to that, option answer 1 and answer 2 both were correct. For according to us, as a luck we can say, हमें answer key मिलता है आजकल, right? Within 2 weeks of the exam, we are getting the responses. Response के बाद एक week बाद we are getting the answer key, official answer key. Then we are in a position to challenge the answer key. We can say, sir, our answer is 2, so it can also be correct. So if that is correct, if our challenge is correct, what will happen? They will change. Right? Before 2014, 15 and all, we didn't had this option. 2013 and all. Official answer keys are also less before 2013. ठीक है? So इसलिए whenever you solve the questions from any booklet, right, previous year questions, right, any booklet or any websites also, there are lot of mistakes in the answers, right? There are lot of mistakes, right? Especially in the problems in filtration, right? Especially in the problems in filtration or different cases, right? So क्यों? Why? Reason why? Because before 2010 जितने भी मतलब answer keys है ना, answer keys or answer booklets, everything is solved by different persons, right? So due to some calculation mistake or printing mistake के वजह से भी हो सकता है, right? So whenever you prepare, right, you can see whether it is matching or not. If you are not getting, you can always contact us. So this question, I think this is a problem, so we will see. ऐसे questions भी हम discuss करेंगे यहाँ पे, right? So whenever we teach in live class, हम यही बोलते हैं ना, that is a back side of the book, you can check, it is a different answer, or in this answer given in the website or in the different book, it's different. Clear? So we are trying to change that all mistakes in our book. That book is releasing on August 15th. So hopefully we will try to cover all the mistakes and we will bring a new type of book, right? So that's what we are planning. So that's all. I'm signing off today. So that's all from the CHEM-O-PHILIA series in thermodynamics. So next class we will see, right? Mostly it will be a session on FM. Okay, so continuously we have been doing thermodynamics now. Okay, bore ho gaya. So FM पे करते हैं next session. ठीक है? So we will do a session on FM next day. So one concept, one problem, right? So that is our thing. So since it was a recorded lecture and degrees of freedom solve करने के लिए students को थोड़ा time लगता है. For example, वो पूरा prepare करके like answer करने में. So that's why I have given a 1 day time. ठीक है? So after this lecture, tomorrow we will see. Okay? Thank you very much. So once again, Menti quiz on Thursday evening, right? Menti quiz is there on Thursday evening. So every Thursday and Sunday you will be having Menti quiz. Clear? Evening 7 p.m. So be ready for that as well. That's all. I'm finishing. Thank you all. Bye.